Don't you call me my name, man?
Well, what's your name? You told me your name was Cassius Clay.
I never told you my name was Cassius Clay. My name is Muhammad Ali, and you will announce it right there in the center of that ring after the fight if you don't do it now. I'm going to punish you. Back off of me, man. Back off of me, man.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
He was sort of egging them on. What's my name? Because he kept calling Cassius. What's my name? What's my name? He'd go, what's my name?
15 rounds.
Pop! You know, he'd be nailing the guy behind the conversation.
And getting through it. Ali administered a thorough.
Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., later known as Muhammad Ali, was born in Louisville, Kentucky in 1942. Louisville, a city known for its rich history and vibrant culture, was also a place where racial tensions ran high during the 1940s. He grew up in a segregated America where the color of one's skin dictated the opportunities available. Schools, restaurants, and even public transportation were divided by race, creating a challenging environment for young Cassius. Life was tough, but young Cassius had a fighting spirit from the start. His parents, Cassius Sr. and Odessa Clay, instilled in him a sense of pride and resilience. Despite the hardships, they encouraged him to dream big and work hard. At 12 years old, a thief stole his bicycle. This incident was a turning point in his life, fueling his anger and determination. He was devastated, but this event ignited a fire within him. He vowed to find the thief and make him pay. This promise was not just about the bicycle, it was about standing up for himself and taking control of his destiny. A police officer, Joe Martin, saw Cassius's fury. Martin, who also ran a local boxing gym, recognized the potential in the young boy's anger and determination. Martin also trained young boxers. He believed that boxing could teach discipline and provide an outlet for aggression. He invited Cassius to learn how to box. This invitation was a lifeline for Cassius, offering him a way to channel his emotions constructively. This chance encounter changed Cassius's life. He found a new purpose and a way to express his inner strength. He trained hard, channeling his anger into discipline. Every punch, every jab, was a step towards mastering his craft. He quickly showed natural talent and an unwavering determination to succeed. His speed, agility, and powerful punches set him apart from other young boxers. Cassius dedicated himself to boxing. He spent countless hours in the gym, perfecting his technique and building his strength. He trained relentlessly, running through the streets of Louisville before dawn. The early morning runs were grueling, but they built his stamina and mental toughness. He studied his opponents, learning their weaknesses. He watched their fights, analyzed their moves, and developed strategies to outsmart them in the ring. He dreamed of becoming the best boxer the world had ever seen. This dream was not just about personal glory, it was about proving that he could rise above the limitations imposed by society. His hard work paid off. He began to win amateur fights, showcasing his talent and determination. He won amateur fight after amateur fight, building a reputation as a skilled and charismatic fighter. His victories were not just about winning, they were about making a statement. Cassius's confidence grew with each victory. He began to believe in his own potential and the possibility of achieving greatness. He was brash and outspoken, predicting the round in which he would knock out his opponents. His bold predictions and charismatic personality made him a crowd favorite. His style was unorthodox, dancing around the ring with his hands down, but his speed and agility were unmatched. He moved with a grace and fluidity that left his opponents bewildered. He was a showman, entertaining the crowds with his quick wit and playful taunts. His ability to engage the audience made him a beloved figure in the boxing world. But beneath the bravado, there was a steely determination to prove himself as the greatest. He was driven by a deep desire to succeed and to show the world that he was more than just a talented boxer. He was a force to be reckoned with. In 1960, at the age of 18, Cassius Clay achieved his first major victory. It was a moment that would set the stage for a legendary career in the world of boxing. The young athlete from Louisville, Kentucky, had already shown promise in his teenage years, but this victory was something special. He won the light heavyweight gold medal at the Rome Olympics. This achievement was not just a personal triumph, but a significant milestone for American boxing. The gold medal symbolized the arrival of a new star on the global stage. The world watched in awe as the young boxer from Louisville dominated his opponents. His speed, agility, and sheer determination were evident in every match. Each punch he threw was a testament to his hard work and dedication. He was fast, he was powerful, and he was full of confidence. His unique style and charisma set him apart from other boxers of his time. Clay's ability to predict his opponent's moves and counter them with precision made him a formidable force in the ring. This was just the beginning for Cassius Clay. His Olympic victory was a stepping stone to greater achievements. The young boxer had his eyes set on the professional arena, where he aimed to prove himself once again. After the Olympics, Clay turned professional. He knew that the professional circuit would be more challenging, but he was ready to take on the best in the world. His ambition and drive were unmatched. He signed with a group of wealthy businessmen from Louisville. These investors saw the potential in Clay and were eager to support his journey. They provided the financial backing he needed to train and compete at the highest level. They saw his potential and believed in his star power. With their support, Clay was able to focus entirely on his training and matches. This partnership was crucial in helping him rise through the ranks of professional boxing. Clay quickly rose through the ranks of professional boxing. His early matches were a clear indication of his talent and potential. Each victory brought him closer to his ultimate goal of becoming the world champion. He was a natural in front of the cameras, entertaining reporters with his witty remarks and bold predictions. His charisma and confidence made him a favorite among fans and media alike. Clay's ability to engage with the audience was unparalleled. He called himself the greatest and backed up his words with knockout punches. His self-assured declarations were not just empty boasts. He consistently delivered on his promises in the ring. Clay's fighting style was unconventional, but effective. His unorthodox techniques often left his opponents bewildered. He combined speed, power, and strategy in a way that was rarely seen in the sport. He was incredibly fast and agile, dancing around his opponents and avoiding their punches. His footwork was impeccable, allowing him to stay one step ahead of his challengers. This agility was a key component of his success. He was also a master of psychological warfare, using his words to intimidate and distract his opponents. Clay's verbal jabs were as sharp as his physical ones, often throwing his opponents off their game before the match even began. He would often predict the round in which he would knock them out, and more often than not, he was right. These predictions added to his mystique and aura of invincibility. Fans and critics alike were captivated by his confidence and accuracy. His fame grew with each victory. Clay's success in the ring translated to a growing fan base. People from all walks of life were drawn to his magnetic personality and undeniable talent. He became a cultural icon, transcending the world of boxing. His influence extended beyond sports, impacting popular culture and social issues. Clay's presence was felt in various spheres of life. He appeared on television shows, met with celebrities, and inspired millions of people around the world. His story of perseverance and triumph resonated with many, making him a symbol of hope and determination. But his journey was far from over. Despite his early successes, Clay knew that there were more challenges ahead. He remained focused and determined to achieve even greater heights. A major transformation was about to take place, one that would change his life and leave an indelible mark on history. This transformation would not only redefine his career, but also his identity, making him a legend in the truest sense of the word. In 1964, Cassius Clay faced Sonny Liston for the World Heavyweight title. Liston was the reigning champion, a fearsome fighter known for his power and intimidation. Clay was the underdog, but he was confident and full of energy. He predicted he would knock Liston out in the 8th round, proclaiming, "I shook up the world." True to his word, Clay defeated Liston, becoming the World Heavyweight champion. The victory shocked the boxing world, but an even bigger change was coming. Clay announced his conversion to Islam. He rejected his slave name and took on the name Muhammad Ali. This decision was met with mixed reactions. Some celebrated his embrace of faith and his stand against racism. Others criticized his decision, seeing it as a betrayal of mainstream America. Ali's conversion was a deeply personal one, rooted in his search for identity and his growing awareness of racial injustice in America. Ali's decision to change his name and religion was a defining moment in his life. It was a bold statement of self-affirmation and a rejection of the racism and discrimination that he and many other African Americans faced at the time. He was no longer the brash, young Cassius Clay. He was Muhammad Ali, a man of faith, a champion of his people, and a voice for social justice. Muhammad Ali's refusal to be drafted into the Vietnam War shook the nation. It was a bold and unprecedented move that sent shockwaves through the sports world and beyond. Ali, known for his prowess in the boxing ring, was now making headlines for his political and social stance. He was at the peak of his career, yet he risked it all to stand up for his beliefs. Ali was not just a boxer, he was a man of principle, willing to sacrifice his fame and fortune for what he believed was right. His decision was not made lightly, and it came with significant consequences. He famously declared, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong. No Viet Cong ever called me nigger." These words echoed the sentiments of many African Americans and other marginalized groups who felt oppressed and disenfranchised by the U.S. government. Ali's statement was a powerful indictment of the systemic racism and injustice that plagued the nation. His words resonated with millions, particularly those opposed to the war and fighting for civil rights. Ali became a symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope for those who sought to challenge the status quo. His stance was not just about the Vietnam War, it was about fighting for equality and justice on all fronts. Ali's stance came at a great personal cost. He faced immense pressure from the government, the media, and even some of his peers. Despite the overwhelming odds, Ali remained resolute, never wavering in his commitment to his principles. He was stripped of his heavyweight title and banned from boxing. This was a devastating blow to his career, but Ali took it in stride. He understood that his fight was bigger than any championship belt. It was a fight for justice, for the rights of all people to live free from oppression. He faced legal battles and public scorn. Many viewed him as unpatriotic, a traitor to his country. But Ali stood firm, using his platform to speak out against the injustices he saw. He became a lightning rod for controversy, but also a powerful voice for change. Yet, he remained steadfast in his convictions. Ali's courage in the face of adversity was nothing short of remarkable. He showed the world that true strength comes from standing up for what you believe in, even when it means standing alone. He used his platform to speak out against racism, war, and social injustice. Ali's speeches were powerful and moving, resonating with people from all walks of life. He spoke not just as a boxer, but as a human being who cared deeply about the world around him. He traveled the country, speaking at universities and rallies, inspiring a generation to fight for equality. Ali's message was clear: stand up for what you believe in, no matter the cost. His words inspired countless individuals to take action, to fight for their rights and the rights of others. His courage in the face of adversity made him a hero to many. Ali's legacy is not just that of a great boxer, but of a man who stood up for what was right, no matter the personal cost. He showed the world that one person can make a difference, that one voice can change the world. He became a symbol of resistance against racism and oppression. Ali's actions inspired a movement, a collective effort to fight for justice and equality. He stood shoulder to shoulder with civil rights leaders, lending his voice and his influence to the cause. His willingness to sacrifice his career for his beliefs transcended boxing, making him a global icon for peace and social justice. Ali's impact was felt not just in the United States, but around the world. He became a symbol of hope and resilience, a testament to the power of standing up for what is right. Ali's actions during this period cemented his legacy as more than just an athlete. He was a champion of human rights, a voice for the voiceless, and a force for positive change. His contributions to society went far beyond the boxing ring, leaving an indelible mark on history. He became a powerful voice for the voiceless, challenging the status quo and demanding change. Ali's activism was a call to action, a reminder that we all have a role to play in making the world a better place. His legacy continues to inspire new generations to stand up for justice and equality. His courage and conviction inspired millions to stand up for what they believed in, no matter the cost. Ali's story is a testament to the power of one person to make a difference. His life and legacy continue to inspire and motivate people around the world to fight for what is right. He showed the world that a boxer could be a champion of peace, a voice for justice, and a force for positive change. Ali's legacy is a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference, to stand up for what we believe in, and to fight